Was in life, always know what you're aiming for. Well, today I'm aiming to be your next state senator, and I'd appreciate your support. I know this job is not one I take lightly. I've served in the State House. I know representing people is a sacred duty and a sacred oath you take, and it's something that nobody should get into lightly. Running for this state Senate seat in particular is daunting because it's been held by Shane Broadway for 10 years. And Shane, I disagree with some of the votes he casts, and I'm Republican, he's Democrat, I'm probably more conservative than Shane. But setting all that aside, nobody can deny that Shane Broadway was an effective state senator for this district. Well, that's one thing, Shane. Everywhere you go, and I've seen this campaigning, everywhere I go, there's Shane Broadway. Yeah. The pastor, I think Jesus told a group of Christians, where two or more are gathered, there too will I be. And I think Shane made that same promise. Where two or more voters are gathered, there too will Shane Broadway be. But he has given his life for the last 16 years to this district and to its people. And not only showing up at everything, but in the Capitol, he is a very effective advocate. And he's going to be heard from again. But before we start running to succeed him, I think we at least ought to stop and pay tribute to him and thank him for the service that he's rendered and honor him for the hard work and great work he's done. Now, I'm running for this office because I think I can continue in Shane's footsteps. I believe if you look at my record, you'll see somebody who has been conservative. There's no denying I'm a conservative. With the last name of Hutchinson, it's kind of encoded in your DNA. So I'm a conservative, but I'm also effective. And there's no reason why the voters of this district have to choose between one or the other attribute. With the Democrat-controlled legislature, some may think it's hard to be both conservative and effective. I think Ann Clemmer has proven it is possible. I think in my record, if you look back on it, you'll see somebody who worked across party lines to actually implement, not just talk about, but implement conservative policies. And I tackle tough issues, stuff from partial birth abortion, divisive, but you do it in such a way where there's no ill feelings or a hard will when the fight is over. Tackle some boring, heavy lifting stuff, I call it. Nothing sexy, nothing going to get you on TV, but stuff that has to be done. I welcome those challenges. One area that I want to commit to is in highway funding. Saline County is part of District 6 in the highway districts. District 6 only gets $40 per person per year in discretionary highway funding. The Highway Commission doles out $200 million a year in discretionary funding, and District 6, Saline County, only gets $40 per person per year. District 3, which is southwest Arkansas, gets $200 per person per year. All the traffic's here, all the infrastructure demands are here. The economic development of this community and this area is being stifled by lack of infrastructure, and yet we're getting less money than southwest Arkansas, who certainly probably needs help, but they don't have the demands that we have here. So that's one area I'm going to commit to the voters that I will fight for, to see a fair distribution of that discretionary funding. And most importantly, I want to thank my family. My wife, Stephanie, she's been married 11 years, and she's amazing. She's put up with a lot over 11 years, I can assure you. That we've been through thick and thin, and I'm just so grateful for her. She's not a huge fan of politics, so the fact that she's put up with me and my political endeavors for so long is a real testament to her, but I couldn't be here without her, and I'm extremely grateful for her. And then my kids, who are not shy, apparently. This is Jack. He's 10 years old. He's got a football game tonight, so I think his mind's on other things right now. Hallie, who is 7. And then this is Abby. Abby started school today, first day of school, so this is a big day for her. All right, y'all, calm down. I really am proud of them. They are growing up to be special people, and they are the pride of our lives. But what I will commit to you is that I will always do my best to do what is right. And I will always put the interest of my constituents above any other interest. And we may disagree. That's not to say we'll always see eye to eye, but I hope that when I finish my term and somebody's running to replace me, that they'll be able to say he always did what he thought was right, and he always put his interests of his constituents above anybody else.